Is not going to church a sin? What does the Bible really teach? Does God punish those who do not attend church? This is a question that many people have. Some believe that if they are not inside a religious temple every Sunday, they are in sin. But what does the Bible really say about this? The answer may surprise you. Is congregating just about being present in church? Many people believe that congregating means simply sitting in a church pew and listening to the service. But is that all there is to it? The truth is that the Bible teaches that being the church goes far beyond a physical building. The purpose of gathering is to grow spiritually, strengthen our faith, and live in communion with our brothers and sisters. In Hebrews 10:24-25, we find an important instruction. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. This verse shows us that being with other believers is not an empty obligation, but a way to build one another up. When we come together, we can learn, help, comfort, and strengthen each other. But here's a question. What if someone is unable to go to church? Does God only dwell in the church building? In Acts 7:48, we find a powerful statement. The Most High does not dwell in houses made by human hands. This means that God is not limited to four walls. He is not present only in a religious building. There are people who attend church every day but live with hearts far from God. On the other hand, there are those who, even without being able to congregate, seek God with all their heart, pray, read the Bible, and live a genuine faith. Even Jesus demonstrated this. He preached not only in the temple but also in the streets, in homes, in the fields, and among those whom the religious society of his time despised. We are the church. The Bible teaches that the true church is not a building, but the people who follow Christ. In 1 Corinthians 3:16 it is written, "Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you?" This reminds us that wherever we are, God is with us. He does not abandon us just because we are not physically inside a temple. However, if we have the opportunity to gather, we should do so with gratitude, because fellowship with other Christians strengthens us. So, do I no longer need to go to church? If we can attend church, it is important to go. Not as an obligation, but as a privilege. The church can be a place of support, growth, and learning. However, our faith cannot depend solely on a physical place. If your only connection with God happens inside the church, it is time to reflect. How is your relationship with God when no one is watching? What really matters to God? What God desires most is not just our presence in a temple, but a sincere heart before Him. In John 4:23-24, Jesus says, "Yet a time is coming and has now come when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for they are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks." God is spirit, and His worshipers must worship in spirit and in truth. This means that just attending church is not enough. What truly matters is living a life of genuine worship. Conclusion: congregating is important, but your faith does not depend on a place. If you can gather with other believers, do so with gratitude, because fellowship is a blessing. But never forget, the temple can be destroyed. The church building can close its doors. But your faith must remain strong because God dwells within you. Now I ask you, do you believe a Christian can have strong faith even without attending church? Leave your comment and share your opinion. If this message touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share this video so that more people can reflect on this topic. Follow the channel for more messages that will strengthen your faith.